Hello folks, Mike Cayley 7 here, and this is my 2021 Kawasaki Z H2 SE, ZH2 SE for international folks. That is my rental car, $7 a day after insurance. So yeah, as you can see, I'd much rather have this than that today, at least. So let's get going, shall we? And it's a beautiful bike. God, I gotta go around a little bit more. Look at that, huh? I know people don't like, you should get the acrylic exhaust. I know. Supercharged. Isn't that nice? And there, of course, is my Goldwing Tivita. My cup runneth over, big time. All right, let's swing a leg over and get going. As you can see, the trees are blooming here in early March 7th, I think it is, Monday. Oh, it feels good to be out on the bike again. Temperature is, I think, 66 degrees or so, which is nice. Going to be in the 80s today, which is not so nice, but I'll take it. So pretty. Isn't that something? That is something. You northern folks are not seeing this stuff yet, but you will. It's coming. Wow, look at all that wood. Alright, so what am I going to talk about today? Well, let's see. Update on the health thing. So my leg is doing, generally okay. My newly bad leg. I'm walking. I'm averaging 5,000 plus steps per day. Try to get at least 5,000 in every day. I got up to 10,000 the other day. That wasn't too bad. I'll see this? Here they come, right? Ain't nobody coming now. Let's see what else is going on here. Losing weight still. I'm still at 258 right now. And I'm still on the weight loss plan, I guess you could call it. It's kind of a ketosis kind of thing. Anti-carb. Watch out, it could be a cop. I don't want to do one of those excessive displays of speed. Look at this. Wow, new houses already. Oof. Man, that was quick. I know the gas price thing is a major concern for people, and I understand it totally. I'm lucky that I only work 6 miles from my house. And I'm wondering when businesses and whatever are going to start saying, hey, you know what? Because of the gas prices, why don't you just telework? You know, work from home, use your computer like you did during the COVIDs. That'd be a way to save gas. Especially for people who live, you know, kind of far from where they work. They don't want to spend all that money. The average right now, according to the news, is $4 a gallon at least. That's the average, so you know, way higher than that in some places. And I know that, you know, politics and all that goes into any kind of discussion of this sort. I'm going to avoid that and just talk about the reality of it. The gas is what it is, and so I'm on the bike in part because of that. But mostly because it's fun. Like I said, my cup runneth over. I made a video a couple days ago, and it didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I didn't put it out, but I'll try to do a little bit on it again today here, having some thoughts. I don't try to talk about current events too much anymore because it causes too much infighting or whatever. But today I'm going to jump in there, so. Ukraine. Let's talk about Ukraine. I know, everyone's like, click. I have a lot of people from Ukraine in my classes over the years. In the 90s I had them, and they were from all across the former Soviet Union, but a lot of Ukrainians in particular. Oh, wow, they're building houses here too, huh? Jeez whiz. So I don't know if you have heard about what's going on, but it's pretty horrible what's happening right now over there with civilians getting killed, kids. It's just horrible. I feel terrible about it. But the larger concern is, you know, whether or not we're going to head into World War III, which is entirely possible depending on the stupidity of people. Like the no-fly zone, I understand why the Ukrainians want the no-fly zone. I get that. You know, stop the Russians from flying their planes over them and bombing them. I get that. But you can't have a no-fly zone, because what does that mean? What is a no-fly zone? A no-fly zone is when the United States NATO forces fly over Ukraine and either chase off or shoot down Russian planes. That's a direct conflict between NATO, United States, and Russia. That's the last thing you want. That's an escalation. That's World War III. Not to mention having to use missiles or airplanes, you know, our airplanes to shoot in Belarus and in Russia to stop them from using their SAMs, their surface-to-air missiles, against us. Again, escalation. Imagine that shooting into Russia. Oh my. I don't think people realize how bad that is. I mean, they got 6,800 nukes, and we have 61 or almost 6,200 nukes. I don't want any of them being used. That mutually assured destruction thing still exists. I'd rather not have a giant nuclear exchange. Thank you very much. I know it's terrible because Ukraine is suffering horribly. But I don't think that we should put the entire planet at risk. All life on Earth at risk because of this. I mean, I know it's horrible, and it's a choice you never ever want to have to make, but that's the choice that confronts us, right? Horrible. Look at all these morning commuters going to their jobs. Oh, I can go through here. And then the misinformation campaign. There are actually people in the United States who believe that Ukraine is full of Nazis, even now. I've watched a couple of YouTube channels. People are like, who cares about Ukraine, and they're full of Nazis anyway, and they're corrupt and this and that. Like, the misinformation campaign is incredibly strong. It's just insane. Poopy. And there goes my fun. That was going through there too. Oh well. Hopefully I can get a clear vantage point to pass these folks. They're cutting the brush on the side. What they ought to do is clean up all this trash that people have been throwing out here. My God. What the hell is wrong with people? I gotta watch out for this pickup truck too, because he's probably gonna try to do the same thing I'm thinking of doing. So I'm not gonna chance it. So I've donated money to the cause, you know, of Ukraine, and I support their efforts to remain free. I think Russia is wrong to invade. I think Putin is evil. He's a dictator, and it's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, this whole thing. I saw on the news the other day that Putin was waiting for Trump to win a second term because he was hoping that Trump would pull us out of NATO. Which would, I guess, make it easier for him to invade Ukraine, or maybe not invade Ukraine because you wouldn't have to worry about NATO so much. I just don't know what that plan would have been, but isn't this pretty? I hope you guys are realizing how good I'm being right now. Because, you know, the devil on the left shoulder is like, pass all these assholes. Go 180, yeah. Ooh, that's an oldie. Oldsmobile. I don't know. Pretty good about the turn signals today, I gotta say. Rocks for sale. Oh man, more houses coming in here too, huh? Great. Anyway, that's my take on the Ukraine thing. It's my shitty, half-hearted take on it. This feels an awful lot like World War III is starting, and I think we need to start preparing for horrible, horrible things to happen in this country, around the world possibly. it's already affecting us with the gas prices, right? But yeah, it's a nightmare. And politics aside, I don't care if you're pro-Trump or pro-Biden or pro-whatever. We have to be pro-peace, first off. And second, we have to be pro-democracy and fight against tyranny like that being displayed directly right now in Russia and in Ukraine. You know, I had students from Japan when I was in Hawaii years ago after 9/11, right after, and they actually had the gall to say it was the United States' fault, and that if we would just give up all of our weapons and take all our militaries out of every place around the world would be at peace. And I scoffed and I said, that's completely ridiculous. The only reason the world has as much peace as it does, and the only reason that, you know, we have any freedom at all, is because the United States stood up against communism for all those years, against the Soviet Union. And sure, we had to do nasty things, but who would you rather have in control of the world? The Soviet Union, Communist China, or us? I know it's not the choice they wanted, but hell. And they reported me to my boss over it. I had to defend my job. And it was an American culture class, too. Oh, well. I'm too old to fight, but I can do other things for my country, for my cause, for freedom. If it comes down to that. I don't know if the shit's going to hit the fan with that, but it might. And I don't care who the president is. We have to fight against this, oppose it at every turn, without, of course, causing World War III. But if the Russians do launch nukes, I hate to say it, I'd rather have a full exchange of nukes and the end of all of our species than to live under the yoke of Russia. Better dead than red. Isn't that what we used to say? I'm still one of those. I don't know if you guys are, but I am. Russia is the country, not the people. Russia is evil. Putin is evil. And anybody who sides with him or that cause is evil too. It'd be like when in World War II, right? When Henry Ford was anti-Jew and kind of pro-Nazi. A couple of people. I think Lindbergh. I think he was pro-Nazi. And the former king of England, that one that abdicated, he was pro-Nazi. What are you doing, you dumbass? Ay, ay. Alright, so as I'm riding here, right? So this is the first time I've been riding in a little while. Well, I mean, yeah. I rode a couple days ago, and I'm riding again, but really I haven't ridden in a while because of the leg and the weather. But I'll tell you how I'm feeling. My right hand has a little bit of pain from the throttle position I'm in, you know. My butt is a little bit, you know, I can feel a little bit of soreness because the seat I have is the stock seat on this thing, not soft at all. The wind feels great. I'm wearing my mesh jacket from Klim, so the wind's going right through me, and it's cool, but it's not cold. Oh, and I'm wearing my, let me see if I can show you without crashing. There's my shoes. I'm wearing my, I can't remember, Dainese maybe? Alpinestars. Oh, doing that, I messed my hip up. Cramping my hip. Ah, the loveliness of old age. A shout out. Let's do a shout out to Road Reality. He sent me a message the other day because I post stuff from this Facebook page called Casual Nihilism, and I just find it funny. Like there's a guy talking to an Uber driver, and he's like, I'm right here. Is that you directly in front of me on the road? Yeah, hit the gas, kind of thing. It's just funny. I just think it's funny. But apparently, poor John was like, are you okay? Do we need to call the suicide prevention lifeline for you? I'm fine, I'm fine. Not feeling suicidal at all. Thank you very much, though, for checking. It really means a lot to me, actually, that you are concerned for my, you know, health and well-being. All of you, actually. Thank you very much for all the great comments. Oh, you gotta love it. The acceleration on this thing is addictive. It really is. I mean, you see a car and they're gunning it up the road. You know they're trying to you know, like I'm gunning as fast as I can go, and I'm like, pass easily. Oh God, I love this thing. Now watch me take this corner and watch the speed. Ready? 30 something, I think, probably. And that's, you know, me being out of practice and scared. Oh, they're fixing them, huh? Okay, good luck with that. The new roundabout here at my school. You've seen the school many a time, and if you look at over the years, you can really see the changes. I don't know if anybody cares, but the place is growing. Alright, let's see. Can I park in my... Oh, no, can't. I can't. Oh, well. Let's take a look around the other side. Let's see if I can park over there. Yes, I can park over there. Alright, this is my Kaylee 7. Stay safe out there. I'll talk to you later.